Hello everyone. My normal student Sophia unfortunately is very ill, and this lesson was designed around her. She's a first grade student who is a little behind with her reading, writing, and arithmetic development for her age. So I've got a fill-in here. You can say hi to Trent. He's actually a third grader, so this lesson is going to seem very easy for him. However, I do apologize. This was last minute with her being ill, so try to bear with us as we do this lesson, okay? Okay, Trent. So we're going to talk about the playground at recess.
Okay.
And one thing with the playground, I want you to start thinking about what you do on the playground, and we're going to take those thoughts, and I'm going to have you write sentences, like 2 or 3 sentences about what you do on the playground and maybe how it makes you feel.
Okay.
Now, before you start writing the sentences, keep in mind the important things of writing. What are some of the important things of writing? Let's start here. What is that letter?
Capital.
What's the letter though?
P.
And it's capital, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, why wouldn't this one be capital at the very end?
Because it's an ending. It's not the beginning one.
Okay,
It's the
perfect.
last one.
So we're going to keep in mind capital letters. The other thing we're going to keep in mind, what's an important thing that ends a sentence?
Periods.
Punctuation. Punctuation can end in a period. It can also end different ways, like what?
Exclamation marks.
Which means end the sentence. Or end the sentence. What's that end when you do that?
I forget what's it called.
If we end the sentence,
I forget
a
what it's
question
called.
mark. So it's okay though. So let's get back to the playground.
Okay.
You're going to take the marker. Now, make sure you mark on the lines and the paper. We don't want your mother mad at us.
Okay.
So, first things first. So when you think of the playground, what's the first thought that comes to your mind? The playground is what?
Fun.
Okay. So, let's write the. Let's start with the. So we do perfect, capital. Now, here's a trick question.
What?
You're getting ready to write playground. Is it going to be capital like I have it up here?
No.
Okay. That is correct, because it's not the main topic or title. It's part of a sentence. The playground is fun. And then what?
Because.
Are you going to keep going with it, or is you stopping there for your first one?
I'll say because then and
Okay. Because
the playground is fun because.
So let me ask you something. The playground is fun. Okay. So that explains what is fun, right? What is fun?
Gaga ball.
The playground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. This word here that you wrote down, because. Because what?
Because you can do all kinds of things like football.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. That's exactly right. So why did you end that sentence there with a period? You're not describing the because yet, so you can't end the sentence. So what we got to do, if you want to keep the because in here, we got to cross this out, and we got to keep going because we know the playground is, it's fun, but now we have to describe what the because means because we put that in there. Okay?
The playground is fun because.
Why is it fun? I want you to write your thoughts down. I play. Say what you're saying as you're saying it. Gaga ball.
Yes.
Okay? So is that the end of your thought?
Yes.
So now what you do, see, the playground is what?
The playground is fun.
Okay, but you put because in there. So have we answered what because means? Because
I play Gaga ball.
So do we answer what because?
Yes.
So what can you do now here?
Write another sentence.
But before you do that, what do you do?
Period.
Exactly. Okay. So, only if you want to, what thoughts did you have from this thought? What you could do, you could explain why Gaga Ball is fun, or you could say who you play Gaga Ball with.
Okay.
Which one would you like to do?
The reason why it's fun.
Okay, so let's put it. So let's write down your thoughts.
Gaga
So we
Ball
know
is
the
fun
playground's
because-
fun because you play Gaga Ball. Now we're going to talk about why Gaga Ball's fun, right?
Gaga Ball is fun because
Let's start that.
it's fun because
You got to say this out as you're writing it. Say it as you're writing it. So,
Gaga Ball is fun because you can get other players out.
okay. So, let's see here. So, let's read this here. So, what you ended up doing, you took your thoughts of the playground and we kind of turned this into a short story, right? So, the title we capitalized is
Playground.
Playground. The
The playground is fun because I play Gaga Ball. Gaga Ball is fun because you can get other players out.
Okay. So, last thing I want you to do is go through and circle all your capital letters, and I want you to tell me
Marks.
why they're capital. And then I also want you to circle your punctuation. Okay? So, circle your punctuation first. Well, so let's do it easier. So, always start at your top and keep going until you come across it. Okay, so we're coming down. Okay.
That's all.
Okay. So let's start through this together now. So we're going to do this one together. Okay. So why do we capitalize the T and the?
Because the first letter has to be capitalized. It's like the oldest one.
Okay. So we come down here now. The playground is fun, because I. So why do we capitalize I?
Because after you add another one, so it's another like capital mark. Then because
I don't know if you know this yet, but I'll give you a hint.
What?
One is because you're very, very important.
because you have to capitalize another one.
You don't have to. Whenever you talk about I,
Well, it's kind of like there's a dot there, but you don't put a dot there, but you still have to capitalize that.
it's a personal pronoun. So you're a person and it's a pronoun, so it's very important. So that's why you do it to emphasize.
Okay.
Now, Gaga Ball. Do we need to capitalize this?
Yes, because it's the name of a game.
But if you'd say, I play Twister. Twister is a game. Would you capitalize Twister? No. So this one actually is going to be a lowercase g and a lowercase g. Okay. So we got your period here. Now what about this Gaga?
Lowercase g, lowercase g.
This actually starts a sentence. So what do?
I'm so dumb. I didn't even see the period.
Because, well, one thing when you do it too, that's the other thing, make sure you leave enough space in between your period. Okay?
So I kind of put like over here.
Yep, like this one, I would start it about right here. So that we got some space to distinguish your sentence. So, we capitalize this one. Do we capitalize both letters or just the first letter?
First letter.
Okay, so this one's going to be a lowercase.
Okay.
Okay? And then you know this one because it's the end of the sentence. So good job, Trent. So just the things we learned, we paid attention on the capitalization starting, capitalization for the personal pronouns, and punctuation for your time at the playground.